Hello, yes, it is me, Katie Carson, the woman who makes soap on this channel. All of the other videos this month feature me in like full glam, adorable villain costume, but today I wasn't feeling it. And today's soap is a limited edition soap. It is not one of the ones that will be mass produced. I am making one batch for the camera, mainly because I want to use the fragrance oil. I had this marvelous idea that blending red delicious apple with caramel popcorn would be the best thing ever. Tell me that's not like Carnival treats. That's what it is, and that's what the soap will be called. I take my job very seriously. So we're gonna do an in the pot swirl for this. I'm about to ditch one of the colors. I thought I should put green in it. I don't know why. This is clearly a gold, red, white, and yellow soap. So I'm gonna mix up some yellow and we will make it. All right, so let's begin by pouring our lye water solution into our oils. And just so you know, the recipe I'm using today for my soap can be found in the description box below. It's the same one I use for all my soaps, and it's free for anyone who'd like to use it. Occasionally, I change it up and we use a different recipe, but this is the Royalty Soaps Classic Bubbles recipe. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this up on a high for about, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds until just past emulsion. All right, so let's start by pouring off a little bit of our batter into these two containers. Like I said, we're gonna be doing an in the pot swirl today. The main colors I want to be red and gold, but I also want a little bit of yellow because, you know, buttery popcorn and all that. So for the yellow, I'm adding in some true yellow. For the red, I use Trial by Fire. Honestly, I don't waste my time with any other red. That's the best red if you want like a true candy apple red. And then for the gold, I have Goldfinger by Mad Micah's. And then for the white, I'll be adding some titanium dioxide. I get mine from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I like theirs the best. Now I'm just going to blend up these colors real quick. Oh my gosh, this fragrance is so good. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pour my colors into two corners. The consistency is perfect. It's just the right amount of thick, but it's not so thin that everything's going to blend together and it's gonna be a nightmare to work with. So I could not be more pleased about that. Everything's going my way. Okay, red goes in next in the same spot as the caramel color. And then the yellow, I'm going to plip plop right down the middle. So I'm gonna pull from both sides, scrape all that out of there, and this soap is ready to be poured into our two brambleberry molds after this quick commercial break. Okay, so I'm so excited. Let's begin pouring. Oh yes, please. So I made one stripe up and down. And I'm gonna come down here, make one stripe. This is just to make sure that there's the same amount of color in both of the molds. When you do two, you can end up with one that has like almost all the color and then the other one has been left hanging. This one seems to be a pretty even split though, and I think it's gonna be really swirly and delicious all the way down. Yeah, this looks like acrylic pouring. This is stunning. Excellent. Oh, this looks perfect. It's so autumnal. So this reminds me of old movies whenever kids go trick-or-treating and they go up to the nice old lady's house and she's like, here's a whole plate of candy apples or popcorn or something. It was so pure back then. Okay, I'm gonna let these set up, and in the meantime, I'm gonna mix up my soap frosting. Okay guys, here's my soap frosting. So I have a cream, I have a caramel, and I have this buttery yellow, and they're all swirled together so it looks absolutely delicious. And I was just thinking, while I'm putting this together, of the fall festivals that I went to as a kid in parking lots, and there were like little games, and your parents could buy you tickets, and it was so many tickets to play a game, and they had candy and prizes, and just how much fun fun that is. And I will say the town that I live in now, Terrell, they have a lot of those fall festivals, trunk or treats that come around. Lots of the local churches like to put those on, and there are tons of local churches in Terrell. Terrell really does a great job during the fall season, and they honestly do a great job on Halloween. There's this really beautiful street with lots of old Victorian and turn of the century homes, and most of the people that live there are a little bit older, and on Halloween they all like bake goods, and all the little kids run down the street, and they're so pretty because they have kind of those gothic looking street lights, and a lot of them put up old-fashioned Halloween decorations, so it's not very scary or gory. It's just like adorable little pumpkins and some bats, and then you'll see all these little cute kids running down with their little jack-o'-lanterns that they're filling up with candy, and it's just, oh, it's so cute. Last year, Caleb and Will were Lost Boys, Lily was Tinkerbell, and I was Wendy, and I think we really enjoyed doing a family costume. That was really fun. I haven't really thought of any family costumes for this year, though. I seem to be drawing blanks. So if you have an idea for a non-spooky family costume you think would be fun for us to do, you should let me know in the comments below, because I really am all out of ideas. I've made this piping a little bit thicker and a little bit, well, plumper on top, because I'm going to be putting an embed on the top that needs to sit kind of flat. So I'm trying not to mound it up too much in the middle. I'm just gonna come in here and fill in the ones that are looking a little shorter. These guys need a little more. Okay, good. I think that will be perfect. First thing we have to put on are the red delicious apples. Now, obviously they have to be coated in caramel, but I'm going to do that last because I want to coat the popcorn in caramel as well. Honestly, they kind of look like little hearts, and I'm here for it. Just want to give a quick shout out to those of y'all who are watching this for relaxation at night or to help cope with anxiety. I hope you're cozied up in your bed, feeling relaxed. Hopefully you're nice and clean. Maybe you got to use some special shampoo or a bath bomb or some other pampering goodie with your nighttime ritual, some really fancy skincare, and hopefully this video is helping you drift off into dreamland. And likewise, a shout out to those who are watching this video about to go into treatment for something in the hospital. I've seen a lot of comments recently from people who have been watching my videos while they're going to a doctor's appointment or going in to get therapy or something like that. So I hope your appointment goes well and may your recovery be a speedy one. 2 more apples, and then it's time to put on my favorite embeds of all time. Let me get them. Popcorn. No, little popcorn embeds, so cute. I know a lot of you are going to ask, so I will tell you, I got that popcorn embed mold from VILLAINOUS. I do not know if they're still open. They kind of like are open for a little while, and then they go on vacation, and then they're open again, and then they're on vacation, so I don't really know what's going on over there, but last time I checked, they were open. Honestly, though, I get a lot of my embed molds on Amazon. They can also come from, I think it's flexiblemolds.com. And for your entertainment, I have purchased some molds from 𝐷𝐸 Molds, which I'm going to try to make again as a Halloween special, just like last year. This time, though, I'm gonna try to hand press the bath bombs. I have a recipe. I've taken a course since you guys last saw me attempt bath bombs, so hopefully goes a little better this year. Okay, I had to move that thing out of the way. It was irritating me. It was getting in my way. If you guys know some cute fall/spooky Instagram accounts that I should follow, let me know. I specifically like the ones that lean retro, vintage, kind of pinky. I don't do gore. I feel like I have to talk about this every single year because people want Beetlejuice or Tim Burton. I don't like Tim Burton films. I will never make Tim Burton soaps. I don't like his films. Now Not knocking on anybody. It's just not my cup of tea. A lot of the stuff is too scary. Somebody said last year, they were like, have you watched Coraline? That's not a scary one. Y'all, it's because of Coraline, okay? Like, Kenny and I lost our minds. I couldn't sleep for weeks. I don't like scary stuff. So it just wouldn't be authentic for me to sell things that I don't like. Like, that was the whole reason I make royalty soaps in the first place, was like making soaps and designs that I love. So it just wouldn't be authentic or true to me. However, there are plenty of makers who like to make really scary stuff for Halloween. Now this looks good and this looks fun, but just you wait until I get out the caramel drizzle. Here's my melt and pour caramel drizzle. I made it using some antique copper from TKB Trading and some Goldfinger from Mad Micah's. Put it in a little bit of melt and pour soap, and now I am simply going to drizzle it on top. Now, you can use a pipette for this, but I thought it might be nice to kind of do like an authentic drizzle. I don't know if this is gonna help it look any more real, but I thought, well, I wonder what would happen if I did kind of a bigger spout. And it appears, just based on me looking at this, that I do like the look of that a little bit more, to use a little bit bigger of a picture so that more comes out onto the apple so it looks nice and gloopy. Oh yes. Wow. This looks so delicious. Like, it looks so edible, and it smells honestly just incredible. It smells incredible. We are not going to skimp on this drizzle. I want it all over the place. I want everybody's sweet tooth to scream their name. Oh wow. Now I'm going to take just a tiddly bit of glitter to put on top. You know I can't leave without a little bit of glitter. It's literally not in my nature. And with a few spritzes of rubbing alcohol, our Carnival treat soap is complete. So I'm starving. This soap is so delicious. I'm thrilled to death. I honestly can't wait to see the inside. I hope that swirl turned out nice, and we will come back to take a peek at that swirl in 18 to 24 hours after this quick commercial break. All right, my lovelies, time to cut this soap. Is it gonna be too tall for this cutter? Occasionally, I have soaps because of this top embed that just can't make it. Yep, we're gonna have to use Evangeline this time. All right, looks like nobody's going to get whacked this time. I'm just gonna press down gently. The soap is still pretty soft. All right, let's pull one out of the middle. Yes, oh my gosh, that looks so delicious. I'm obsessed, and I can tell you, as soon as I cut this bar, it started smelling up the room. Like, oh my gosh, the scent is so delicious. Look at the little popcorn bits. Everything looks so good. I love the teeny tiny swirls that get made. This bar doesn't have any, but occasionally there will be this cute little swirl that will happen because one of the tiny colors gets mixed in with like the white. Does this one have it? No. I have to find y'all one so I can show you what I mean. Oh, I found one like this right here on the side. Do you see that little swirl? I think those are so cute. Ooh, look at the end piece. That looks fantastic. What say we cut the other one? Here we go for round 2. There's a little more caramel on this one, I think. I might have to clean up those edges a little bit. I'm really glad I decided not to put green in there. What was I thinking? Adding green to this already perfect soap. Okay, so now time for the question of the day. Have you ever purchased, not made at home, purchased a caramel apple before? I have purchased a caramel apple from a literal store, and that's what they did. They did caramel candy apples. It's in Houston. I don't think they're there anymore. These two are the coolest bars. Look at these. They're crazy. Look at those swirls. I love them. Yeah, when we went to my grandma's house, there was this little caramel apple store, and they had the absolute best caramel apples ever. They were were like $5 a piece and the apples were huge. So let me know if you've ever had the pleasure of purchasing a caramel apple from someone who knew how to do it well. This is probably my favorite bar from the bunch. I mean, it just looks like you could take a bite out of it. Please don't, but it looks like you could. I know there's a glitter on my forehead. I can see it. Where is, I got you. Glitter be gone. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It is safe to say I am tremendously pleased. This fragrance oil combination, it's so good. I'm gonna have to use this for something else. I don't know what. Maybe like a lotion? For those of y'all who are interested in the limited edition soaps, I have 3 pieces of advice that I would give you. Number 1, make an account on royaltysoaps.com right now. Don't wait till the very last minute. We shut down the shop for about 24 hours so that we can reset it and restock it. So make it now. Make sure your shipping address is correct. Make sure all your billing address is correct. Put that all in way ahead of time so you're not having to worry about it on the day of. Number 2, get there at 3 p.m. exactly. Don't get there at 3:05. Don't get there at 3:10. Our limited edition soaps are typically gone within the first 5 minutes. So get there immediately. And also there is no cart hold. I have to talk about this every single time. There is no cart hold. Shopify doesn't do a cart hold. Any plugin doesn't work. It's glitchy. It's first come, first serve. I just keep smelling this. I'm trying to think of like how to talk and then I'm like, but this is right in front of my face. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider giving me a thumbs up if you have a YouTube account. I know a lot of you guys that watch us don't have a YouTube account. YouTube shows me that in analytics, so thanks for just popping in anyway. And yeah, hope you do something fun for yourself today, like perhaps eating a caramel apple or popping some popcorn and stringing it on string and hanging it up for the little birds. I don't care what you do, just be sure you do something fun for yourself. And until next time, have an absolutely royal day, and I will see you back here again for the next installment of the Villainous collection. Bye for now. Meow.